Did I start it or did I not start it? It doesn't look like it's started. Okay, now it started. Okay, cool. Okay. I think the audio is too loud. No, it might be okay. It might be okay. I have it echoing in my ear. Anybody hiding back here? Nope. He's certainly passionate about his horses. The lacrosse team had the good sense to not come out. I think the gymnasium might not have much going on in it. Okay. I don't want to interact with either one of them right yet. I don't know if I went up here yet. Start the accurate dog. Time to give a read. Okay. I don't know if I've talked to them yet. Oh, yeah, we saw that last time. Okay, I forgot. Oops. talk to them. I think I need to go to the library. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else in the library that I need to talk to. I think that gets me all the extra bonus points. I think we already talked to Instructor Thomas. One's Teresia. I already talked to her, good. Did I talk to Toa? I don't remember if I talked to Toa. Oh, hi Wing! How goes the study? I suppose it's probably fine. But these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm more than a little nervous. Ah, first years, how innocent. Doesn't help that military academies have a lot of subjects other schools don't, but you'll get used to it. That's true. Combat studies and military science name too. Oh, and you're going to want to make sure that you're ready for the political economics exam too. Why's that? Well, it's Mustache Man's subject. That's not a very nice thing to call Vice Principal Heinrich ING. He does seem like the type to write a ridiculously hard exam. Oh, I know. How about I give you a hand studying for it if you're free at least? Are you sure? Of course, you're always helping me out. Political economics is Toa's strong subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. Well, if you're offering, I'd really appreciate it. Most of the stuff I was unsure about makes a lot more sense now. Hey, that's good to hear. We should probably go over some current affairs too. For an exam? Yeah, the Vice Principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into the exams. This year, maybe we should go over some recently enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing he'd put in there. Just so most people could be caught off guard, get it wrong, and get lectured at for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws, recent laws, recent laws. The Financial Transactions Act from last year's is one of the best known as requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risks when selling them stocks or securities. Oh lord, we're learning about ethical trading in this game. How lovely. A number of people have suffered massive losses buying shares lately, so it was passed to keep people informed. So that's what's behind financial transactions. Then there's the Imperial Transaction Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was last year, too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners, but car accidents were getting out of hand. And that was especially true in Heimdall, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to try and remember that. And then there's the Provisional Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you can think of. In other words, a fancy name for much reviled tax increases. They've enacted in the provinces, almost doubling land and business taxes. You've probably at least heard about them. I have, yeah. It seemed like a pretty major topic back in Celtic. If it's going to set a question about a recent law, it's probably going to be about one of those three. Hopefully that'll be some help at least. Even if none of them come up, you've really helped me out. I feel a lot more confident now. Thank you both for your help. No, I didn't do anything at all. Just hanging out. If there's anything else you want help with, just let me know. Thanks, I will. Alright, we got Toa's. Let's see Emma here. Do you going over the Arbonian history? I can't memorize things like this, because it's all pointless. That seems a little harsh. Oh, I know. Why don't you join us, Reed? I'm sure it'll make studying more enjoyable for Fee, too. What are you implying, Emma? I don't know. I need to think. I wonder if I'm limited on the number of points. Let me see if I can find anything about that. All right, let's see here. I appear to have done everything there. I wish there was a way to know how many study points I had, but in case I mess up, let's do a save real quick. Because I don't think I need. No quests. There's one fish I haven't caught. I don't know what I'm missing. Can I turn the music down? It's a little loud. That's a little better. I'll come back in here and talk to you ladies later, maybe. I want to go see about it. There's stuff in the main building, in engineering, and there's stuff in the gymnasium. Let's go talk to George. And Crow. Hey there, Reen, what's up? Hold on, let me guess. You were studying away nice and diligent when your orbital lamp suddenly went out. Swing and a miss. You two seem pretty relaxed despite how close to midterms are getting. Who do you think you're talking to? I know better than anyone that it's pointless to start studying this late in the game. How's that working out for you? Crow's actually pretty good when it comes to the practical stuff. Survival skills, first aid, all those kinds of things. Really? See, all the stuff you don't need to study for. But if you're feeling shaky about any of it, I'm happy to teach you a thing or two. Sure, why not? Wait, you're serious? That him go teaching anyone anything is a little unnerving. Were you just joking? No, it's cool. Might as well show you the ropes. Cool if we borrow a chair or two, George? Go for it. So Crow passed all of his knowledge on to Reen. That about sums up what they'll be testing you first years on. You should probably make sure you've got CPR down too. I do actually need to brush up on that. Do you think it'll come up? It's only one of the most basic things anyone would expect out of a Thor student, so it wouldn't hurt to know. Right, here's how it goes. If you find someone who's collapsed, first step is checking whether or not they're conscious. I don't think I did that with enough sarcastic flair. If you find someone who's collapsed, first step is check whether or not they're conscious. If they're unconscious, it's safe to assume that they're in trouble. Next, you're going to want to shout for help. You're not going to want to try and handle this on your own, got it? The more people you have helping out, the better their chances are to survive, if that makes sense. Next up, making sure they're breathing. If they aren't, or something's weird about the way they are, it's CPR time. This basically involves giving them a repeated combination of chest compressions and rescue breaths. You need to keep this up until their pulse and breathing return. Got it? Don't give up until the very end. Understood. He does seem like the kind of person I can count on in the jam. I guess George was right about him being good at practicals. All you do is put that into practice. If you see a girl in need, you better get right in there. Wait, what? When she wakes up and sees you've saved her life, instant fireworks. Your hands and lips are in the right spots already. Knowing Reen, it'd be Elisa, and he would get smacked. Every time I think anything positive about you, you go and say something like that. Oh well, this is useful though. Thanks for taking time to teach me. Good luck, my son. Go out there and get some good grades for me. Aha, aha. Now, can I talk to George himself? Alright, we're done there. Oh, are you two studying? Elisa probably met up with Laura because she was worried about her. Yeah, we both figured we had a lot of work to brush up on. It's probably not our most important subject in the game scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I've never had to deal with a series of exams right in a row like this. Laziness could very well be tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Reen? Yeah, sure. And then I'm gonna have to pause and check on my food. Actually, I need to go check on it now. I don't want to overcook my ham. I got at least 15 more minutes before I have to work on preparing anything else. Okay. First question. Elisa, what is a decim? I think it's a drawing that makes use of monochrome lines of varying heaviness to highlight the way light hits its subject. You think correctly. So Laura, what exactly is a sketch? A sketch portrays its subject roughly with very little in ways of detail. I suppose it could be likened to an early first draft. That's right. Sketches and decimals are basically two sides of the same coin. Since both are used to start a painting. Okay, I still don't understand what a decim is, but okay. Decimals usually take some time to finish, whereas sketches are pretty quick. But there's a method that's even quicker and more basic than sketching. Any ideas, Laura? That would be croquis, I believe. Junior stuff, but maybe that just means we should be using harder questions to study with. Let me see if I can find some. I can ask next set of questions. It's hardly effective studying if you don't get to answer any questions yourself. It's okay, don't worry about it. Just give me a minute here and I'll find you a really good one. Well, if you insist, maybe we should have expected this. It's kind of hard in person. And so, the three continue to our art study session. Bond with Melissa and Laura has strengthened. Yay! Not that it needed to be, but...
Excuse me? I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your... But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
Wait, how does she know our name? I have a funny feeling we'll be seeing this maid again. Where did she hide the umbrella when she took it down?
Wait a minute. How does she know who I am?
That's what I just said. How does she know how I am? I don't know how she knows the answer to that. Really don't.
Reen?
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. Emma and the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not going to learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Right. Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay.
Ooh, we got an event with Elisa.
Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour.
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
Wait, that was a compliment!
Nah, no need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years. Anyway, how do you think you did on the exams?
Please don't fall down.
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder. I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Arabonia has no shortage of smart people.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, my family and stuff?
You mean the mysterious Elisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
It's not that major or anything, especially compared to what you and Phoebe told us about yourselves.
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal, though Phoebe's past sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kinda strange earlier.
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so.
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her.
It's totally her! Go ahead, tell us what you're thinking.
Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here.
You have a maid?
Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something? Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
If only.
Wow. That was a beautiful little scene. Let's get to a safe point and stop. I got dinner to cook here in a minute. Next day, the first of 4 grueling days of midterm exams began. Dum 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 dum. Erebonian history. Middle Ages War Lions was brought to an end by Emperor Dracula. When did the war end? I think it was July. Mr. A wants to draw a rough, colored watercolor image. Which of the following most appropriate? Well, it wouldn't be a tracing. I don't think a croquis or desin applies. Sketch is probably the right one. This should be the right answer. Alright, military history should be next, right? Bum bum ba bum bum ba dum bum bum. Figure 1 depicts a military formation. What type of unit is currently advancing? Well, let's see. The X is infantry. The E is the engineer. So, if you know that is infantry and that's engineer, it's probably the armored units. Because you wouldn't have the command advancing with 3 groups like that. Bum 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 bum. Orbital arch should be next, I think. Bum bum bum. The following statements about ordnance are all purport to be true. Which one is not? Abilities can be based on its course, the signals with the users, the arches without quartz. I think that's true. Of the following laws enacted last year, which came into force first in Heimdall: the Financial Transactions Act, the Provisional Taxation Act, the Imperial Taxation Act, and International Criminal Law Act. Well, it was one of these 2, I'm pretty certain. I think it was the Public Transportation Act. So let's go C. This should be the right answer. One more day of tests, dear Lord. Emergency CPR is divided into roughly 4 steps. Well, the first thing to do is to check if they're conscious, so it's either one of these 2. Now, do you call for help next? I think. Then you check if they're breathing, then you do the chest compress. It's got to be this one. That should do it. This ends the exam! And what do you know? It looks like the rain ended right along with it. Clearly, this is the goddess way of rewarding you all for your hard work. She just wants to go get some booze. Don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. Whew, totally spent. It's over. You've worked really hard, Fee. Whew. Anyway, today's a free day, so take the chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. And she will do that probably over a pint, or 3. I'll post the results next Wednesday, so take it easy until then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. With all the intensive training and studying, I'd completely forgotten about that. You could stand to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday is when we'll know when we're going for our next field study. Yep, you'll be shipping out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least one day off. I guess I should probably attend club practice once in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of town after we're all done here. I won't be back until tomorrow night, so don't, burn the dorm down while I'm gone or anything. Why would we burn the dorm down? Fast forward, turbo mode, engage. Where's Gaius?
Oh, now that the exams are over, I feel free as a bird. And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night?
She's going to meet her secret lover?
Impossible. The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, but...
You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but with that personality and that lifestyle...
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, though, Reen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow?
That's the plan. Heck, I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying for so long.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time.
Bum, bum, bum.
Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to?
You guys just now noticed. I just asked that
He
question.
mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. You think he went there?
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
I have no idea. Fee and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once.
Uh-oh, there's something going on between Fee and Laura.
That sounds nice.
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too? It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then.
Maybe Laura has something against Jaegers.
It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
Neither did I. We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is, but so far, no luck.
I wonder if that's what that was all about.
Did you see something, Machias?
What happened?
Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression. It flashed across her face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined.
Interesting.
But even if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
We've got a mystery on our hands.
We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Do you really have to drag me into this?
My apologies. I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as to your lineage, however.
Really?
You. Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Don't worry. We're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
Huh?
And she appears! The purple-haired maid!
What? Sharon?
And this mystery is about to be
It's so
unfurled.
delightful to see you again.
Oh, hey, it's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
What are you doing here? She didn't. Mother didn't.
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself. Starting today, I will be assuming the position of caretaker for Class 7's dormitory.
Sharon Kruger! Oh, dear Lord.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone.
I
My
only-
name is Sharon Kruger.
I only know two Krugers. One is the Kruger part of the research known as Dunning-Kruger. And the other one goes by the name Freddy. We won't talk about Freddy.
I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family.
Oh! You had your chance to tell us, Elisa. Now she blew the wide open.
I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
Beyond the Railways, Chapter 3. Please let me save.
Whoa!
Well, we got bacon! And I think those are eggs. And something green. I have no idea what the soup-looking thing is.
Simply spectacular.
I'm assuming that's tea.
Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible.
I believe this is what they call an imperial breakfast.
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast. I must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
That's lackluster?
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
Okay, I have one problem with this table setup. It goes from outside to in, knife, fork, big spoon. All on the right side. Shouldn't the knife and the fork be reversed? Or the knife on the inside? I don't know.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
Yes, yes.
I get the feeling Elisa is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
It's not the meal. She wanted to tell us when she felt up to it, and now she, just like with Reen's situation, it's the same thing.
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
My lady, please. I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that. She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself, thank you very much. Oh, fine! I'll take this up with her myself then. Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways president in the capital today. After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week.
A pair of shoes a week?
Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down. She's stuck her nose into things one too many times.
Wow.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Rhineford. And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman, too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy. I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
Anyway, I object to everything about this.
Well, it says it's connected. I don't know why I'm not hearing anything. Tell me it did not crash. Oh, no. Tell me it didn't crash. Yep. I guess I gotta cut it there, folks. It died. Game totally came to a crash.